because I was one of those kids. Got my first arrest when I was 11 years old. I buried 5 cousins. The youngest was 14 when he was shot between the eyes. I have 2 brothers who served in life sentences. I remember in the 3rd grade, I got my first social studies book, and the teacher gave us the speech that all the good teachers give about the book where all the important people are that made this nation such a great place, right? And so I'm like, here we go, y'all. And I'm going through that book, and chapter 1, that's not me. Chapter 3, that's not me. Chapter 7, chapter 15, I finally get to this little section on American slavery. And there's a picture of a black man whose back is scarred and bruised from repeated whippings. And the caption below says, "The American Negro, comma, slave, period." Punctuation is powerful. But in that short amount of time, there was a clear realization for me that the story that everybody else talks about, the dream that everybody else has, aren't the same dreams for me. And it's no coincidence that in that 3rd grade, I stopped saying the Pledge of Allegiance every morning before school. It's no coincidence that in that 3rd grade class, I refused to sit and listen to my teacher read verses from the Bible again after lunch every day like she did. It's no coincidence that I started what they called the chocolate cartel, and I started an extortion ring, and I started to take as much as I could from everybody else because I understood that that was the only way I was going to get anything close to what I saw in those books. And if it wasn't for my mother and her ability to dig deep and to find stories that were relevant and to keep telling me, no, baby, that is not all you are, then I guarantee you, this life would have ended decades ago. And so we have to tell these stories to young people because it is relevant. Because if you have never seen yourself as valuable to the past of a place, it's almost impossible to imagine yourself as valuable to its future. And so our job is to make sure we tell stories that are relevant to all of our children so they all see a piece and parcel of who they could be there. That is the thing that sparks dreams. That is the thing that creates a courage to stand up even though you've been knocked down 6 times and say, well, maybe this time I got it, and to try again. And so the reason I'm in this work and the reason I do this work, it all connects for me. There's a line that runs through every part of my life that screams, these stories are connected, because when I know who I am, I'm not going to shortchange that by making these choices that are inconsequential in the long run. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to get it right because I deserve it, because there were people who sacrificed to make sure I had this one opportunity. And how dare I not step up to the plate and grab it with both hands? Don't get me started.